Hey, it's Jag. That's not good.
Yeah.
During my last video, the housekeeping video, I thought I was going to just do a real quick taking care of some issues and then get right back to soldering. But when I was working on that, I noticed some cosmetic issues that, while they are strictly cosmetic and wouldn't affect the operation of the preamp, they were bothering me. Mainly that was that the rear faceplate developed some cracks right here and right here and here, and it looks like there might be one starting here. I didn't want to let it go out like that. I want this to look really great. It's going to be a brand new preamp I'm building for my brother. I don't want it to go out with cracks. Also, the faceplate had some scratches on it, and that was bugging me as well. So I just decided to go ahead and make new front and rear faceplates. When I was doing that, I was looking at this and the way this cracked, and I've never felt good about this actual stock I've been using. It's a little bit thin, and I think it's 0.067 inches, somewhere in that neighborhood, and it feels more brittle than Lexan does to me. I got this on Amazon, and I think I basically got shafted. I think this is actually acrylic. It should not have cracked like this, just sitting there. I mean, this was fine for weeks, and then it just all of a sudden cracked. It felt very brittle, and Lexan doesn't feel that brittle to me. So I was doing getting some tools and supplies that I needed at the hardware store, and I was just looking, and they had some Lexan sheets that felt a lot better, 18 inch by 24 inch sheets. It felt the way that Lexan feels to me, and it was also a little thicker. It was 0.08 inches, which is just a little under 3/32 of an inch, which is the maximum you can engrave on the Cricut. So a little bit thicker. I thought it would be a little bit tougher, a little bit more robust. So I picked that up. The other thing that I had noticed, Lexan to me always seems to have a little bit of a bluish or a grayish tinge, especially when you look at the edges. And this does not. It's totally clear, which is how acrylic looks. So I do think I got shafted. I think this is acrylic. I can use the leftover stuff I've got for other things. I'm going to use these as drilling guide templates for faceplates for this if I ever make another one of these bass preamps. So not a total loss, and something learned. The other thing I'm going to do, I didn't really think a whole lot about it initially, but this switch for the ground lift, compared to the other switches, the edge lighting switch and the power switch, which are black plastic paddle switches, that has started to bug me. So when I ordered the new switch, I actually ordered two. So what I'm going to do is the second one now is going to go in to be the ground lift switch, so everything should look a little more copacetic on here. I'm probably going to make a new faceplate. Everything looks okay, but there's a lot of little scratches and things on it from all the work I've been doing over the months. The holes in the chassis are all a good size. Everything is fitting through without any binding. But there was some binding when I was taking some of the controls out of the rear faceplate. So what I'm going to do when I make the new plate for the back is I'm going to put it against the chassis, and then I'm going to score or mark around where the actual holes are in the chassis right onto the new faceplate, and then I can drill those spaced the same as the holes so we can eliminate the binding. I'll also probably make those holes just a hair larger. The new switches I got are a little bit smaller than the original ones. The new switches, this one here, they're just a little bit smaller than the original switch. So I'll put the smaller ones on the back for the lift switch. I need to enlarge that hole a bit anyway. So these switches will go on the back. And then the switch I was going to use for the edge lighting, which is the same size as the original switch I was going to use for power, it just doesn't have an LED in it. That should go in on the front and not be any problem. So that's the new front and rear face plates. This is looking a lot better. There are no scratches on the front faceplate, nothing cracked when I was putting everything together. So hopefully these ones are good. Also, I I did drill out to replace the ground lift switch, so I've got two of these smaller plastic paddle switches for the edge lighting and the ground lift switch. And on the front, I've got the original paddle switch without the LED that I had originally was going to use for the edge lighting on the back. I'm going to use that for power since we're not going for an LED in the power switch. Everything's mounted. I actually managed to straighten things out a little bit, and I'm really happy with how this is looking now. One thing I hadn't tested was how the edge lighting was going to work now. I don't know if you can. There, that's a pretty good shot of it right there. So running that in from the side, it actually looks a lot better and a lot cleaner. This Lexan engraved really well compared to the other stuff that I had, which kind of ended up looking a little bit grainy, a little bit like maybe the knife had been skipping or something like that. On here, all of the lines are very smooth and very clean. So overall, I'm very happy. I did put the lettering direct onto the chassis rather than on the actual plate on the back. For no other reason than it was just easier to line up the lettering so it looked better. I'm not really sure I will continue using Cricut vinyl lettering for faceplates like this. I really like the way the engraving turned out, much better, and it's much more environment friendly. When you do that lettering, you take a 5-inch by 2-inch piece of Lexan and Lexan decal, and you cut out the letters, and most of that Lexan gets thrown away. It's plastic. We don't want to be putting that in the environment. So I'm going to continue to find ways to do this just using the Cricut and engraving. I think down the road what I would like to do is, I know I could engrave on some aluminum. That would look pretty cool. I also am thinking I'd like to try making some wood veneers and engraving on that, or engraving through, putting it over something else on the back. I think that would look pretty cool. So look for that probably during my next winter build. We'll see how that goes. That's going to be it for this video. I promise I'm going to get this done sometime, and sooner rather than later. This has really been the project that just won't quit. At first I thought it would, now I know it never will. So anyway, like always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check my band One Soul Thrust. Please do give this video a like. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't take any time, and it helps my video get viewed, get more views, and I would really appreciate that. I took a look at my stats. I'm at 777 subscribers now, so that's awesome. I've kind of fallen off paying attention to that. I did do a screenshot when I got to 666. Now I'm at 777. That's awesome. I appreciate all of you guys, all of my new subscribers. Welcome. All of my continuing subscribers. I really appreciate that you're sticking with me. We will get this done soon. So until the next video, we'll see you.